Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Um, Talking about some Hell in a Cell fallout. Some stuff that happened from Smackdown. Obviously, stuff that's going on with, everybody very curious to see what's up with Sami Zayn, his new alliance with Kevin Owens. Talk about Neville and a few other things that happened on SmackDown that were that I felt were pretty cool. Let's talk about Neville first, and then we'll get into the Hell in a Cell fallout. It was now I say confirmed because it's there's no video out there saying oh, we here have a strangely pissed off Neville walking out of the arena away from Monday Night Raw. Let's go poke him with a stick. No, we don't have anything like that. One person came out and said it's been confirmed that Neville left Monday Night Raw. That doesn't say much else. Are we going to have a follow-up saying he's asked for his release? I mean, yeah, that is a good sign. That's where things are looking. It is unfortunate. Like I said last night, he's having a career year. He's one of the best in-ring athletes out there, professional wrestlers. Neville as a heel has been tremendous, and it would be a huge loss. But obviously, things build up. Being a professional wrestler, you love what you do, and you want to be booked in a certain way that's going to help you and not hinder you. So this goes back to the classic thing. Okay, was he frustrated like Aries? Was he frustrated like Punk? That you start, these things start swirling around like, okay, what was he frustrated about? The booking, money, a combo of both. Could be all sorts of things, and I'm sure we're going to find out someday. It's just everyone's just picking and choosing what they think is the main cause right now, and it's fun to speculate, but nonetheless, overall it just sucks for fans. But people are already starting to wonder, okay, well, if you look back to things like Jack Swagger, it came out that he had asked for his release, but then there's a process to it. Just because you walk out the door doesn't mean, okay, that's it, cutting ties. Boom, WWE.com says we've severed ties with this guy. We wish him well in all his future endeavors. Blah 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 blah. It doesn't happen like that. You gotta wait for this. I'm sure they'd want to, try to fix things with him and keep him because he is a critical part of 205 Live. Poor Enzo's just carrying the whole thing on his back right now. When Enzo said that, I was like, oh my God, stop that. That's just silly. But I will admit, I had started watching it again. I had not watched it for a while, just because you've had all the same guys on there since day one, and they included Enzo, and then you put Neville in there, and they also had Aries, which was all in some way, shape, or another good to throw fresh faces in there. But now, okay, Aries is gone, unfortunately. Now it looks like Neville's gone. How do you fix this? Put James Ellsworth in there. No, I've said that before. I don't know if that would necessarily help the situation, but seeing him on a leash every week on SmackDown with Carmella is kind of man, I hope, like I've said this numerous times about different things. I hope they're paying him good. You know, it's just if all you're going to do is walk around with a leash around your neck and chained to, well, I suppose chained to Carmella is not such a horrible thing. I'm sorry, where was I? Oh, sorry. Oh my goodness. It's getting warm in here. But yeah, that's just comical. So yeah, we gotta wait and see if he's if he has asked for his release. The most interesting thing coming out of today is the Bullet Club, or the Young Bucks. I don't remember which one. One of them said, hey Neville, and had a picture of the Bullet Club T-shirt up on Twitter. Nice little invite there to Neville from the Bullet Club. You know, I could certainly see that happening. But, you know, with the whole no compete clause, and these things do take time, so if he did ask for his release and he's granted it, depending on the situation, it would still be another 3 months before we see anything. So it's almost the middle of October, November, December, January. Maybe by the time they do, he could debut at Wrestle Kingdom, maybe, if they squeak it in there, depending on the date of Wrestle Kingdom. Just, you know, foreshadowing. Just, you know. So we'll see. We'll see. It sucks to see Neville go. Like I said, he's having a career year, but these things happen, you know. Someone doesn't get booked properly. Someone gets frustrated. Money situations, other things. Who knows? Who knows? But nonetheless, I'm sure we will get the full story in some highly paid shoot interview somewhere down the line. Neville, call me. No, I would never get that, but that's you know, wishful thinking. But nonetheless, yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on that and see where this story goes over the next few days, weeks, whatever. Hell in a Cell Fallout. Everybody eagerly awaiting to see Zayn's reasoning for why he helped Kevin Owens. And it's everything that he said on Smackdown was it was a surprise, but it wasn't a surprise. He basically laid out his past year on television, along with the whole, you know, I warned Shane and Shane ignored me. But yeah, what did WWE tweet out? Now I just lost it. There it is. They've been best friends. They've been bitter enemies, but they've always been brothers. And yeah, it's the rivalry between these two is literally one of my favorite rivalries going on in pro wrestling right now. And the fact that they actually put these two together now. It's I'm looking at my battle pack of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens over here that I've got. It's funny. It's historical. If you follow them in the indies all the way up to WWE and how they've laid everything out since, it's a great story. It really is. And to see where this could go from here, I I jokingly said to my wife, said, look, it's the new power couple in WWE, Zayn and Owens. Cue the cue the reunited and it feels so good music. You know, it's there goes a copyright strike now. These two, you know, they could totally just run with this and just have an absolute ball over the course of this next. They could run this for a year or more. You know, they could become like the hottest tag team on SmackDown or in WWE, period. If you book it properly and give them decent matches, these guys could just tear the house down every night. You know, against each other or tag teaming. And I think they're finally I could compare the whole Sami Zayn thing to almost a la CM Punk, you know? Like, oh, we stick him out there. Everybody loves him. We're going to turn you heel, but we're not sure if you can do it. Oh, just wait. Just wait. Just with Kevin Owens, you know, I'm sure Kevin's been a heel for so long, but he's loved and respected by fans. So it's instead of like, you know, go away heat, he gets that true heel heat. Sammy, give him time. You know, if you're unsure about this, I trust this. I really do. I trust this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I see a tag team run. I could see multiple things. I could see Kevin going after Jinder Mahal's title and Zayn being the kind of like the stooge, kind of like he could completely, you know, outplay the whole Singh brothers thing. And you know, I could see this going several ways. But now that we see what's going on, the curtain's been pulled away, and you know, yeah, it's the promo was good. It was so simple. It was so simple. It was golden. Just Sammy just laying out everything he went through, his frustration from Raw, coming to SmackDown, the land of opportunity. Yay, he's going to get booked well now. And he's still not booked. And then all this stuff, it's beautiful. It's perfectly timed and it's beautiful. I think it's going to be one of the best things on SmackDown. I'm really looking forward to seeing where this is going. Give me your thoughts below. You know, are you digging this? Were you shocked? What are you looking forward to out of these two? A title run, a tag team titles? You know, put it in the comments below. What do you want to see out of this? Or maybe it's not your cup of tea. You know, if it's not, whatever. But I'm digging this. I'm digging this a lot. Let's see what else. The Bludgeon Brothers. I came back from grabbing a drink or whatever, sat down at the end of the commercial break, and this comes on out of nowhere. Them in their dark, almost like almost like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like cloaks, almost, in a sense. I don't know. This is off the top of my head, you know. And they've got those gigantic hammers, and at first it looks comical, but then it's just real. It's not. They're not gonna. These guys are not 15-minute promos. They're not gonna come in the ring like the Miz and make you hate them and just spill out 15 minutes of hate. No, these guys are not like that. It's cut, it's dried, it's simple. They're badass. They're monsters. They're back together. The Bludgeon Brothers, they're gonna bludgeon you. Okay, it's it's simple. It's dark. They should have done this a long time ago. I'm digging it. I hope I hope they don't do to these two like what they've done with the Ascension. Although the comical side of the Ascension is starting to. I'm starting to dig it as much as I wanted those two to come up to the main roster some years ago and just decimate everyone, and then they just became a joke. Well, I'm hoping they don't do that with Harper and Rowan. So keep your fingers crossed that these two finally get a decent tag team run and just, I don't care if they change the tag titles every week. I just want to see good matches out of these guys. Hope everyone stays healthy. Harper's had a tough run with that and the repackaging and all that. It's really not that much of a repackage. They took him out of the swamp and gave him some new digs, and we'll see. So yeah, and they're not putting him with Bray, which is smart. They didn't. I mean, that would have been easy. Stick him on Raw, put him back with him, and fuel the whole Bray Wyatt, the Wyatt family thing with Sister Abigail, and then reveal a new Abigail, which I still don't think they're doing. It's going to be Bray and Drag. You ready for that? Oof. It's going to be creepy as hell. What else? Oh, the rematch between Corbin and Styles. Wow, what a good match. Super good match. And what's crazy is Corbin pinned him clean. No big time shenanigans. They had a great match, and Corbin pinned him clean. It was good. It was good. The whole thing with Rude and Ziggler is continuing. Looks like the stuff with Rusev and Orton is some of this it seemed like lazy booking, because it's like, okay, well, we've got over a month until Survivor Series. What do we do? I don't know, make some tag matches. The opening promo between the tag team champs and the New Day were interesting. The whole Oos truce. Basically putting themselves over and kind of just complimenting themselves, which seems ultimately egotistical, yet because they've been going at it for a while. So it's like, okay, it's time to put this to rest. Let's call it truce, which is fine. Can't fight forever. Yeah, they can, like Zayn and Owens. No, see, even they're a power couple now. I'm gonna keep using that just because I think it's funny as hell. Power couple. Gable and Benjamin are the new tag team #1 contenders. Who knows when they'll fight to go for the tag team championships against the Usos. I am excited about that. I do like Gable and Benjamin together. Benjamin's just in such good shape. I mean, yeah, I know he had the torn rotator cuff or something, whatever injury he had right before he was supposed to come back, and then they postponed everything and just let him, gave him plenty of time to heal up, and now he's back, and they put him with Gable. And I dig the tag team. I was always a fan of what was his name? Benjamin and Charlie Haas. One of my favorite tag teams back when, Angle was running wild in the WWF. Or E. I forget when that all happened, but nonetheless. World's greatest tag team. Seen a couple different inceptions of that over the years. One of my favorite ones was seeing those guys in Ring of Honor, but that's another story for another time. That was 5 years ago. when Ring of Honor got their new TV deal. That was one of the main reasons I started watching that, was Shelton Benjamin and Haas kicking ass and taking names. Some great tag team work there. So yeah, as much as I wanted to see Gable go to 205 Live, oh my God, could you imagine the matches that Chad Gable could have on 205 Live? He's like 200 pounds. He's a tremendous performer. But I do enjoy him as a tag team wrestler. I felt like splitting he and Jason Jordan up was like way too soon. Way too soon, you know. But for what it's worth, you know, I am going to enjoy this. I'm sure Gable will learn a lot from Shelton Benjamin, as far as, you know, not that he doesn't know anything, but and he is a good tag team performer, but Shelton Benjamin could teach him so much. He's been a solid performer and tag team specialist for 20 years? Yeah, give or take a few. I can't remember exactly when they started. Early 2000s, I think. So I'll say between 15 and 20 years, give or take, whatever. Somewhere in that ballpark. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Lot of, you know, interesting tag team things going on SmackDown. Just when you thought everything was falling apart and they started breaking up all these teams. No, it's still going. It's just, you know, they're shaking things up here and there. You know, Hell in Cell was tremendous between the Usos and the New Day. The Bludgeon Brothers are in there. We got new tag team contenders. So, you know, tag team wrestling is not dead. It's you know, it goes through its highs and lows. They break up teams, redefine new ones, give a new twist on some old ones, and there you have it. That's professional wrestling 101. So that's about it for this. Just wanted to give some thoughts on SmackDown, Hell in a Cell Fallout, talk about Neville a little bit. Tomorrow night, we'll be reviewing Lucha Underground, Ultima Lucha Trace, which is going to be on in a few hours. And I'm looking at my clock now, 2 hours. So, yeah, I got to get dinner going and then go watch that. And I think I need to catch up on some NXT because there's some crazy good stuff going on in NXT. Might have to binge watch that over the next few days and catch up on 4 or 5 episodes since the last big show. Catch up with Adam Cole and all that new stuff. Because, I mean, I certainly do want to keep up on it. I've just been focused on other things. So you know, who knows? Maybe I'll start, you know, reviewing some more of that stuff, and then I'll just completely fry myself out on here. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, thanks for watching. Give it a like, give the channel a sub, ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see you down the road for the next one. We're at 384, 385, whatever it is, subs. We're shooting for 400 subs by the end of the year. So if you like the content, tell your friends about it. Just small fish in a big pond, just trying to get some numbers going. Thanks for watching. Peace.